You've heard the saying, wag more, bark less. Well, that's just what you'll hear at Pensacola's premier pet hotel and daycare. Yes, daycare. At BellaPooch, Tracy Gamble and her highly trained staff ensure a stress-free and fun environment that your four-legged friend is sure to look forward to.
I would recommend BellaPooch because I think it's wonderful. It's perfect. It's just a place that the doggies love to come. And that means so much to us because when we say we're at home and it's Thursday, come on, we're going to Tracy's, they get crazy.
We have recommended BellaPooch to several friends, and I see their dogs back there in the running area.
It's a totally different atmosphere. I have been in other facilities. The dogs are isolated, they're not cared for, no one pays attention, or very little human contact. And here they're relating to not only the groomers, but the bathers and all the personnel working. And they have, as I say, they have the run-of-the-mill. They're home and this is their playground, and they just have a ball.
Well, folks, it's that time of the year again when everyone out there is thinking about going on vacation, so why not let your dog or your cat come on their own mini vacation here at BellaPooch. BellaPooch is a daycare facility for dogs as well as a grooming facility and boarding facility. And this is Tracy. Tracy, everyone spoken so highly of you, especially the dogs. As I've walked around, they've been chatting with me.
That's the main, that is the mission. You could tell me nothing better, nothing more rewarding.
No better, if a dog loves you, it's like dogs
right.
and kids, right?
Right, right.
We've already seen the Wallaces who brought their dogs in,
right.
And they had wonderful things to say about BellaPooch. How long have you been in business?
It'll be 5 years in July.
Now you moved from a smaller facility just behind us here on Highway 98 to
right.
this large 5,000 square foot facility. Tell me about the overall concept.
Well, we just, when we started in the 1,200 square feet location, we thought that was large. And then,
right.
and you know, in the beginning it was, because it takes a lot of time to build clientele and to let them know you exist.
Sure, sure.
And still to this day we have people drive by every day that they still don't realize we're here or what we do or how large this building is.
Right.
But we then became having to turn some away because we were getting more calls and we were staying kind of full. And we were so blessed by our landlords and that this location was available right on the highway and 5,000 square feet, and we just couldn't, it was a miracle, really.
Absolutely.
It was just a miracle. And now we are trying to fill it up as well.
Well, and it's quite full. Now I'm going to give the viewers a little bit of a little bit of a layout here. When you walk through the doors, just like you saw the Wallaces, you're going to be greeted in a nice, warm, friendly atmosphere. But as soon as you walk in, you're going to have little critters running around your feet. They all have name tags, just like daycare. It's awesome. Now, take me on the tour.
Okay,
we're in Perdido Pass,
go.
And that takes us to what area?
Come on, babies. This is the Perdido Beach Resort.
The Perdido Beach Resort. You've got to love that.
And it's a lovely little area, and we have our window view of the parking lot, which they like to bark when they see someone arriving.
And you know, I came out here last week, and there's some dogs who actually just stay in this room. They love it.
Oh, yes.
And what I found out as we were walking around, every dog has its own little nook and cranny.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter where you walk around here at BellaPooch, you're going to see a dog in its own favorite spot, right? Just like they have at home.
They find their places. See Toby, he's in his bed. And
oh
yes, they love it. Lola is usually right over there. You know, they have their favorite spots.
They have their favorite spots. Okay, so then we walk over into this area.
And then sometimes for overnight, this area accommodates a larger dog, or it may accommodate a family of 4, 5, or 6 dogs all together.
You know, I hadn't even thought about that. I guess a lot of folks do have several dogs,
yes,
and they
there
go
are more than you might imagine.
Right, and they go on vacation. The Wallaces actually told me that they've gone on a 1-month vacation and boarded their 2 dogs with you for a month.
Right.
And when they came home, the dogs were extremely happy. And they said that's the testament right there to what a great boarding facility this is. I wouldn't even know that I could call it a boarding facility because it's like vacation for your pet. I'm not kidding, folks. If you haven't been out here, BellaPooch is located on West Highway 98 in Pensacola. It's worth the drive out on the west side of town, just beyond the Naval Hospital. So if you know that area off of Navy Boulevard, New Warrington Road area.
Right, 98 West.
And on 98 West. So you can just pick up the phone and call, and your number is 607-6632. That is also at the bottom of your screen if you want to come out and tour the facility. I think you were going to give the folks at home a special offer. What was that going to be?
Well, you know, because we are on the west side of town, and many people don't live on the west side of town, we may not be convenient for grooming or daycare for some people, but I decided, you know, for boarding, really, it is worth the drive.
Oh, well worth it.
And so I've decided to give a complimentary daycare and sleepover, just to see
how your dog loves it.
Bring your baby.
And to bring your baby.
See if your baby likes us and how they do, and then you'll know. And there's no better way.
And there's no better way to try out a facility and meet Tracy and her staff. Every single person here loves these dogs, and they walk around you and they cry because they see Tracy walk through the room because they want her to hold them. She loves these dogs. Now, you've got some really cool names back here.
Oh, I know.
I love the resort locations. Let's go take a look.
I do too.
All right, now Tracy, this is what you call fondly the playroom.
Right.
And you have the Blue Angel area here to my right in support of our troops.
We love the Blue Angels.
Yes,
we love our troops.
We love the military because you have a lot of military clientele. They travel, they go on duty, and they need a great place to leave their dogs.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
So you have a lot of military.
And a number of them daycare, honestly.
A lot of daycare.
Yes.
Absolutely. Tell me a little bit, as we walk through, tell me a little bit about the daycare and why that's important and what you offer.
Oh, well, the dogs just, as you can tell, they are happy. They're not at home alone.
No.
They're not lonely. They're not bored. A lot of dogs will be destructive at home because they are so bored.
Right.
Really, that's normally the reason. They need exercise. They need to expend energy. So all of that can be done here, and then they go home in the evening and they're tired and they rest. And the parents love that.
Absolutely. And they're socialized.
Right.
And they're around people and other dogs.
Right.
Let's walk through and then you can show me. You've got like some different areas
yes,
too.
We have several different areas. We have fondly named after some of our Blue Angels, Fat Albert, Diamond, Blue Angels, F-18, the Hornet.
The F-18 room and the Hornet.
Yeah. And some dogs do prefer these types of kennels because that is what they're used to from being
at home.
Yeah.
This would be the typical crate trained.
From a puppy stage on.
Yeah.
And they are pack den animals, you know, their background and history. So a lot of them feel a lot of security in that kind of a crate. Right. Others are not crated and they have more open areas.
Right.
We have some that need more privacy than others for various
So that's
reasons.
why you have, these are all walled
these
off.
are right, where the dog will not be seeing other dogs and vice versa, and they're just more comfortable that way.
Right.
This one is just larger and a little more private, but still open. And then we have these sizes, which are, oh, my husband could tell you, I think 2 by 4.
So that's a nice big size, and they can see outside.
They always can see, yes. And they plenty of room for their bed, a toy if they wish, their water, their food, everything for overnight.
And I noticed they each have their own cubby area. They have their bag with their names on them.
Right.
Each dog has a name tag, just like a daycare. I love that.
Yes, we have to know what each dog needs.
No bedding.
This one is not going to get a regular bed because she chooses the blanket.
Okay.
So she can have a blanket instead.
Okay.
And that is perfectly fine.
And then this one, this dog is to be fed 2 times a day.
Right.
Now I want you to notice if you're at home, these kennel crates these are empty because the dogs are out doing their thing during the day. They only go in here at night. I mean,
and
unless
nap time
and
at
nap
night.
time. Now explain nap time because I was here last time when I was here last week.
Yes.
The lights were turned down
Yes.
low. They ate lunch. And
They did.
Seriously, folks, these dogs take a nap. They do.
They do. It's incredible.
Yeah.
They get tired. They're out. See, right now they're napping on their own.
They're tired.
Whether we.
You know, my favorite dog in the whole place is Maximus because
He's the
Maximus has a
greatest
lot of
thing ever.
cares and worries.
I tell you, he is incredible.